Before we jump into today's video, I want to give a quick shout out to our channel sponsor, Many Realms. If you're looking for Magic the Gathering and Magic the Gathering related supplies, be sure to check out manyrealms.com. I'll post a link to their website in the video description, so be sure to go check them out. What is up, everyone? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG. And today, for me, I get to open up a box of Time Spiral Remastered. I was kind of going over what I wanted to open, and I was just feeling it. There's a lot of good stuff in TSR. From a nostalgia standpoint, it hits all the right notes. Has some really cool stuff in it, some really nice top end stuff in it, and just a really fun product to open. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive on in and let us crack some packs. As of the filming of this video, TSR boxes are on the rise still, slightly, steadily, sitting about $290, right below $300. The big draw here is you have the retro frames, the time-shifted foils, usually about one per box. But Sliver Legion, I think, is like 60. I actually really would like a Gemstone Caverns. That's kind of one of the reasons I was opening this today. I was like, you know what, Gemstone Caverns is $50. Urborg is like $50. A lot of really good stuff that's in like the $3 to like $10 range. So let's see how this goes. Hey, I should also say that at least as of right now, as of the filming this video, we are on the cusp of 4,000 subscribers. So if you are tuning in for the first time and you are enjoying yourself, if you would not mind hitting that subscribe button for me, super help me out as we try to push for 4,000. I have a Final Fantasy collector box waiting in the wings as a celebratory box opening for 4,000. Our first rare of this box is Heartwood Storyteller, followed by an Ever-Flowing Chalice. Foil common right off the bat is Veiling Oddity. Commons are, foils are special in this product. Get a, couple of, you're going to get like 6 or 7 shots at a foil per box. You want one of those to be at least your time-shifted foil. Sometimes you average about one of those per box. Sometimes you get 2. Mythics are, you're probably going to get about 3 to 4, about 4 on average. So it just has that very old school feel to it. It's a fun set to draft as well. If you ever have an opportunity to draft this with friends, it is a good time, in my opinion. Next rare is Venser Shaper Savant, followed by a little waste action. Can't remember if waste is above 3 or not. I'll put it up top. I could be wrong about that, but I do like waste as a time-shifted card. Other cards we haven't mentioned yet. I mentioned the big hitters, right? I mentioned Sliver Legion. I mentioned Gemstone Caverns and Urborg, but you also have Chalice of the Void. You also have, that is a time-shifted card. You have Damnation. You have a Chroma's Memorial, which I think Chroma's Memorial is now like $35, $38, something like that. Some really good top-end mythics. Jorah of the Gitu, Classic Commander, followed by a Banishing Light as the time-shifted card. Some really good top-end mythics. I will say there are, the highs are high, the lows are very low. There are some really feel-bad mythics in here as well. So it's not all roses. But just the fact that there actually is value at the mythic level, like that wasn't always the case for this product, so. Alright, Arcblade, Harmonize, Dormant Sliver. Rare is Porphyr Nodes. Drop a little drop of honey. Action as a, hey, Rakdos Charm. No, don't hate that. Is Charm above 4, above 3? I could be wrong about that. There's a slew of cards in this set that are like $3 to $7. I can't remember if Rakdos Charm is one of them. Actually, as a time-shifted foil, it actually has some pretty good value. I don't remember if the base copy has value. I'll put it at the bottom. I'll leave it at the bottom. I could be wrong about that. Faceless Devourer, Firewake Sliver. Rare is Stuffy Doll. Hey, love me some Stuffy Doll. I actually do think Stuffy Doll is like $3 to $5 as well. And Arcades the Strategist, which I believe is also in that like 3+ range. Mentioned that foils are pretty special. You're going to average about 1 foil rare per box as well. And the foil mythics tend to be case hits, which means they're about 1 per 6 boxes. All right, Riftmark Knight, Phantom Worm, Time Bender. Rare is Pulmonic Sliver. A lot of slivers in the set, so if you are a fan. True Name Nemesis. Foil common is Knight of Circe. I'm going to put True Name up top. I don't remember if it is above 3 or not. foil common down there. There are some really good, like, some good value in the foils as well, as I mentioned, because they're not like one per pack or whatever. So if you get like a foil Simian Spirit Guide or some of the foil uncommons, foil, what's it, Jorah's Time Bug or whatever, as like a foil common is like $12. So there are some good value with the foils as well. Rare is If, High Arcanist, and Alesha, who smiles at death, as the Time-Shifted card. Thus far, a little low on our pulls. We have not started off hot. A lot of ball game left, though. You get a full complement of 36 packs in these boxes. One more reason I enjoy them. All right, a lot of bites at the apple. Griffin Guide, Might of Old Krosa. Rare is Safi Eriksdottir, and a Evolutionary Leap after that. The retro frame foils have the biggest multiplier on them. Some of them are downright huge. Like, you might have some time-shifted card that's like $2 or $3, and then the foil time-shifted version is like 70. Felon of Havenwood, yep. Followed by Sigil of the Empty Throne, a card I enjoy playing in any sort of Enchantress strategy. All right, 3 packs left in this first column. Thus far, not exactly crushing it, and that's okay. As I mentioned, a lot of ballgame left here. Brine Elemental, Duskrider Peregrine, Darkheart Sliver. First Mythic. Hey, that's a really good one. There we go. Right now, the Sliver Legion is the top of the heap in terms of non-foil value. Base copy is like $62, I think. That's a huge pull for us. Very, very nice. Off to a slow start, quickly rectified by pulling the Sliver Legion. That is exactly what we're going to see there. Zealous Conscripts, and it looks like we have a shot at a foil. It is a foil uncommon, Sudden Death. Love me some Sudden Death. Many of you know this about me. I enjoy the split-second mechanic quite a bit. It's one I would not mind seeing more of. Very powerful mechanic. But, Sliver Legion, we are on the board in a big way. Fantastic. That is a heck of a first Mythic to pull. All right. Thick-Skinned Goblin. Return to Dust. Nightshade Assassin. Rare is Tombstalker. Tombstalker is great for battles. a lot of fun to battle this product. All right, followed by Felden of the Third Path. The last pack of the first third of the box. Sliver Legion doing his back hurts from carrying the team is where this is at this moment in time. All right, Saltfield Recluse, Stronghold Rats, Calciform Pools. Rare is Nether Trader. That's a big one as well. I think Nether Trader is about $12. So that is not insignificant. Very good pull there as well. Epic Experiment. And it looks like we have a foil common Ancient Grudge. There's a point in time where a foil common Ancient Grudge was probably a pretty... Actually, it did have some value to it. Unsure that that's the case anymore, but not you can do worse. All right, so first third of the box. Started off real sluggish, but here we are with a 60+ Sliver Legion. Again, I think it's like $62. I think Nether Trader is like 12. That does a lot for us, and then some additional $3-4, somewhere in that region. I'm not sure Waste is there. I'm not even sure Nemesis is there. I'm more confident on the Stuffy Doll and the Arcades, but here we are. I at least like True Name and, as I mentioned, the Wastes as well. Okay, let's keep that momentum going. Stormcloud Jin, Firemaw Kavu, Delay, one of my favorite counter spells. Rare is Glittering Wish, followed by a Tide Hollow Sculler. All right. Wouldn't mind seeing a Thoughtseize, Ponder. Obviously would love to see any of those, either of those in foil. Those would be the biggest hits. If you want to look at the biggest hits in the set, like what is the possible huge hits, Foil Ponder is still the top of the food chain. I think Foil Ponder is now like 340. I think Foil Thoughtseize is still above 200. Foil Gemstone Caverns Reiterate. I think Reiterate's like $5 now. Kind of climbing its way back up. Followed by a Disdainful Stroke. Looks like we might have a foil. It's a foil rare. Hey, that is not a bad foil rare pull. Again, as you're only going to get, you generally get like 1 to 2 foil rares per box, plus hopefully your foil time shifted. Magus of the Moon is certainly a playable, a very playable foil rare. So that is pretty solid for us. And again, I think the base copy of Magus is maybe like, I'm going to leave it on top. It's probably like $5. Foil might have a solid multiplier on it, so it might be, I know Magus was just reprinted as a special guest in Edge of Eternities, but wouldn't be surprised if that's like a $7 to $10 card. Okay. Assault Gargoyle, Riftwing Cloudskate, Harmonic Sliver. Rare is Walk the Aeons, followed by a Field of Ruins. And again, we should still be in line. Like typical of these boxes is about 4 mythics per box. I also enjoy that these packs are so much easier to open. Just crack right open. They want to be opened. Here we go. Phythesis, Imperiosaur, Molten Slag Heap. Rare is Lotus Bloom. I think Lotus Bloom is about $3, like hovers just around that mark. And then a Relentless Rats as the time shifted card. I cannot remember if Rats is above 3. I don't quite think so. I'll leave it at the bottom. Might be wrong on that. All right. Approaching the halfway point in the box. We have not seen our foil time shifted yet. I will point out that there are such a thing as 0 time shifted boxes. We have never had one to this point. Hey, Pongify, neat. It's still like a $2 to $3 uncommon, I believe. We've never had a 0 time shifted foil box. We've seen as many as 3. Ooh, here's another mythic. Tarmogoyf, not bad. Not quite on Sliver Legion level, but also not certainly not on the level of gosh, what is it? Crovax, or what's the green card I'm thinking of? The Suspend card. I can't remember. I've mentally blocked it out. But not the. It's like a middle tier. It's still Tarmogoyf, right? But imagine when this set first came out. Read the Bones. Looks like we might have a foil in here. It's a foil common Cole Stoker. Cole Stoker. All right. Hypergenesis. That's what it was. I had mentally blocked it. I was like, it's not Hypergenesis or Crovax. Those are amongst the worst of the worst. But it's also, not quite a Chromos Memorial or Gemstone Caverns. But I won't thumb my nose at a Tarmogoyf. All right, Smallpox. Rare is Vesivan Shapeshifter, followed by a Knight of the Reliquary. I'll put it Knight up top. Not totally certain that's above 3, but it seems like a card that could and should be. All right. So we've not experienced, and I hesitate to say it out loud, but I've already said it. We've never had a 0 time shifted foil box. Hopefully we don't start today. I've personally pulled as many as 3 out of a single box. This, seeing as the way we've not hit one yet, seems unlikely that we would have a multi hit box, but never know. Sometimes they show up in bunches. That's our second Tombstalker of the box. That's weird. Followed by a Mortify, and that will do it there. We have largely not been very successful on our time shifted pulls to this point. A lot of like $5, $6, $7 time shifted cards, and we've not seen a ton of them. Dune Rider Outlaw, Cryptic Annelid, Lost Oromancers. Rare is Sengir Nosferatu, followed by an Arch of Oraska. We've hit a lot of the lands back there, I'll say that much. How about a foil Bajuka Bog? I would not mind that as a time shifted foil. We're gonna go land centric. All right. Here we go. Sudden Shock, Aven Mind Sensor, Clockwork Hydra. Rare is Angel of Salvation, followed by a Harvester of Souls. Does look like we have a foil in here. Harvester of Souls. Ooh, it is a time shifted card. Let's go. Foil time shifted. It is Consuming Aberration. That, I'll say the positive. that means our streak continues. I've opened a lot of Time Spiral Remastered, and keeping the streak alive with a no no zero hit box there, that keeps that going. On the negative side, Consuming Aberration is a less than stellar hit, but again, as I mentioned, any box with a time shifted foil is certainly a box I will take. I saw the multicolor and I was like, well, there's a few possibilities in here that I wouldn't be sad about. Might still be live for a second. We got that about 2/3 of the way through the box, just under. Could still be live for a second. Should still be live for at least one more foil rare. I know we've hit one already. Or possibly a foil mythic. Hey, sudden spoiling. Neat. I think sudden spoiling is like a $4 to $6 card as well. Followed by a Kasali Pride Mage. And that will do it there. And as I mentioned, foil mythics are more like a case hit, which is about 1 per 6 boxes. All right, TSR, keep doing your thing. Yixlid Jailer, Haze of Rage, Shivan Meteor. Mythic is Wheel of Fate. All right, that's one of the lower tier mythics, but not like it's definitely one of the lower tiers. But again, it's not quite as bad as like Hypergenesis or Krovax or whatever. So it's okay. Lavina Azorius Renegade, and we have a foil uncommon. It is hey, Guy's Anthem. Okay, that's not a bad foil uncommon. It's kind of neat. Still gonna throw Goyf on top. All right, last pack of the middle column. Hit a couple of mythics. Hit a Consuming Aberration as our time shifted foil. All right, Stormfront Riders, Spellburst, Dread Return. Rare is Extirpate. Love me some Extirpate. It's not above $3, but it is a rare that I very much enjoy. I don't know. 1 mana split second, pretty decent. Zulaport Cutthroat, that's probably above 3. It looks like we have another foil. It is a foil common, a Nantuko Shaman. All right, oops, keep doing that. There we go. Last third of the box, last column. We have a solid, not spectacular, but solid box going for us. It's hard to have a bad box when you have a Sliver Legion, even a Tarmogoyf, and we've hit a couple of really good foil rares. Other rares we would hope to see is, I think, Pact of Negation is back up to like 14. Hopefully, again, we're still live for hopefully one more mythic. And at the rare level, not even like a time shifted card, would be Urborg, which is still like a $50 rare. So that's what we're vying for in this last third. I should mention is like the time shifted cards, they all have the purple symbol on them. So I think there's 122 time shifted cards. They all have the same rarity. So there's no like... You have the same probability of pulling a Chalice of the Void as a Zulaport Cutthroat, as a True Name Nemesis, etc. So even odds on those, you're going to get 1 per pack. Salt Crest, which means you're getting 36 out of 122 in a box. Rare is Angel's Grace. That's a really good one. I think Angel's Grace is it's like a $5 to $7 card. Followed by a Beast Whisperer. I can't remember if Beast Whisperer is above 3. I would not be surprised. It usually is. All right, so we are at 3 mythics, which would be the low end for a box, like the low end of average. 3 to 5 is kind of the normal. Here we go. Fury Sliver, Paradise Plume, Wipe Away. Rare is Coalition Relic. Don't remember if Relic is above 3 still. Followed by, hey, Primetime. Primetime is not a bad pull. I think Primetime is like $7 or so. Don't mind that. Again, with TSR, like, this is my thing with this product. Not only do I enjoy the nostalgia portion of it, not only do I think it's really fun to draft, but it's just a product to open. You get a ton of, like, good $3 to $7 range stuff, and then there is some really good top-end stuff that is appealing. Minions Murmurs, that's a good uncommon. Rebuff the Wicked, I believe, is like a $4 to $5 uncommon right now. Next rare, Miri the Cursed. Love me some Miri. Followed by a Teamer Ascendancy, which I would not be surprised if is in that $3 to $5 range as well. Put that up top. All right. Come on, Urborg. I think that would really set this box up for success. Assault Blast, Bonded Fetch, Necrotic Sliver. Rare is another Safi. That's our second Safi of the box. No more of those, please. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Foil rare is Sedge Sliver. So we did get a second foil rare in this box. It is a Sedge Sliver. Not quite as good as our Magus of the Moon, but I won't thumb my nose at another foil rare. I don't know. Am I putting this up top? I'm not going to put this up top. I don't think Sedge Slivers... I don't know. I could be wrong. Slivers go in and out. You know, I'll put it up top. It's at least a foil rare. In a product where foil rares are, you know, again, special. And messing up my piles. Great for me. Love that. Here we go. Probably have about 7-8 packs left. Keep the good times rolling here. Muck Drub. Utopia Mycon. Rare is Life and Limb. Followed by a Fibblethip the Lost. And our token. Come on. We need one more pretty good to very good hit. Pendlehaven Elder, Cloud Cedar, Urza's Factory. Mythic is Teferi. Womp womp. Teferi's on the lower end. Followed by Blighted Woodland. We have hit a lot of the lands from that slot, or from the Time Shifted. Foil Common, Skirk Shaman. Keep doing that with the piles. Teferi, you go on the bottom. We have worked ourselves backwards on the mythics. We started with the highest of the highs, hit a mid, and then hit a lower, and then an even lower. But 4 mythics, that does bring us up to the kind of the true box average. All right, Sudden Death, Storm Entity, Street Wraith. Used to be a pretty expensive uncommon prior to the Dominaria Remastered reprint. Rare is Hivestone. Followed by a Secret Plans. Glad we did not get the Secret Plans foil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs left. Bring me an Urborg. Bring me another Time Shifted foil. Come on, come on, come on. All right. Shivan Sandmage. Knight of the Holy Nimbus. Dredge Ship Reef. Rare. Hey, Swarmyard. Swarmyard's taken a hit because it's been reprinted a couple times now. It was reprinted in Bloomburrow Commander decks, and then it's been reprinted in Edge of Eternities. But still a very, very solid rare pull. I think it's in like the 3 to 5 range still. I don't hate that. Sorcerer's Spyglass. And that will do it there. All right. As a land that just can tap for colorless, and then for no additional mana, you can just tap it to regenerate an insect, rat, spider, or squirrel. It is quite a utility land. I think it kind of peaked around 10 to 12 bucks before it got the first reprint, and then it got another subsequent reprint within only the last year or so, right? Hey, Ancestral Visions. All right. 5th Mythic. We don't hate that. Ancestral Visions is probably in like the 4 to 5 range, right? Again, it's nothing to write home about. It's not one of the top tier mythics, but I'm not upset with that. Vandal Blast. Pretty good. And a foil uncommon Firewake Sliver after that. I keep doing that with my uncommon pile. Let's go like that. All right, 3 packs left. 5 mythic box though. That's not the worst. And I've definitely had the boxes where I hit the Murderer's Row bad mythics, where it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna hit all the low ones, huh? Great. Cloud Key. Followed by a Leyline of the Void. I think Leyline is still like $3 because it's been reprinted a million times, but people really love the retro frame version. I really love the retro frame version. So what's funny is the foil version of that, I think, is like, that's one of the examples where it's like the base copy is like $3, and I think the Time Shifted foil version is like 70, so it's like a 10x multiplier on that. All right, here we go. 2 packs left. Any other juice left in this box would be appreciated. Jaya Ballard. Followed by a Thraben Inspector. Looks like we have a foil. It is a foil common Blade of the 6th Pride. Last pack. Come on, Urborg. Here we go. Corderge, Calciderm, Dormant Sliver, Rare Mythic. It is a rare and is Magus to the Moon. Okay. Magus is like, again, I think base copy like $5. Not mad about that. Followed by a Talran. Always got to be a Talran. Always got to be a Talran. Sky Summoner. And that is going to do it there. So, the highest of the highs is that we hit a Sliver Legion, which, as a base copy, is the most valuable card in the set. Again, I think it's about $60. Did proceed to hit 4 more Mythics, but largely whiffed there. We did continue our streak of having at least one foil time shifted in the box. Unfortunately, it was Consuming Aberration, which is not going to be high on the food chain there. Did get a foil Magus to the Moon. I think Nether Trader is around 12. It is one of the higher value rares. It's like Urborg, Pact of Negation, and then Nether Trader might be like the 3rd or 4th as far as like the non-time shifted cards. And then again, I'll just point out one of the things I enjoy about TSR is it doesn't have to all be Mythic or Bust. Sliver Legion is doing a lot of work here, but you just have a ton of $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 cards. So just really good value, really solid floor on it. Yeah, there we go. Another box of Time Spiral Remastered in the books. A set that I will just keep opening as much as I can, as long as it stays relatively affordable. That's going to do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me. Help me get to that 4,000 mark. Hit the like button, and by all means, drop me some comments. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much, everybody, and be well.